today. From Soldier Field in Chicago, it's the NFC Wild Card Round on EA Sports.
Fielded just outside the goal line. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Now Wilson on first down. He'll find Metcalf. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down. Wilson. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. An early test. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. There's Wilson. That's complete to Dissly, the tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Throwing is Wilson. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, just keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. Now Carson fumbles the football, and this is picked up by the Bears. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The Bears in good field position to start out. 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And some strong running. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, here's Fields. He finds his man, complete. That's Spencer. Touchdown, Chicago! A big play there. 47 yards. And the Bears will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game, how about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Taken at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Coming. To the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line, so it looked like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? On first down, Carson. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Here's Carson. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Akeem Hicks with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This will be fielded at the 17. Might have needed just one more block as it stands. 37-yard return. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. 47 yards. And the Bears are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm. Relax a little bit and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Esker's going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
I said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round, they told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Here's Wilson. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. A good return there, 17 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And to give this time to the tailback. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. A shotgun snap, Fields eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Flush to his right. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. They snap it to Fields, escaping the pressure right. And firing a deep ball for Kmet. He's got a man, complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down. On the delay, here's Carson. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. A pass underneath for Carson. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. They run it with Carson. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 12-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. They'll try the left side. It's Carson, and he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Akeem Hicks. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D. Seibert able to knock this one through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Fields. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
And time to give some credit.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Flushed out right. He finds his man, complete. It's Spencer. And they're going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete here to Kmet. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Justin Fields, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Bears are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Carson. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. They'll run the screen with Carson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Wilson will throw again. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 42. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 76 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
A nice run right there. And we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of. And here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year. And look, I think we both believe that the burden's a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is on quarterbacks in the playoffs. But that's not to say this is going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season, it's like warp speed when you turn pressure up in the postseason. So let's see how he handles things early.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back.
Touchdown! It's complete from 19 yards away. And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well, look, this is a team, Charles. They faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
So let's glance at a player spotlight now with Russell Wilson. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw into the hands of Lockett.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now Wilson. He'll get this one to Patrick. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Now it's Carson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's got some space here. And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. But go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. They go play action now. Wilson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
On second down, Wilson. Buying time to his left. And smartly going into the slide there, Wilson has enough for the first. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 12, Wilson being chased out left. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Khalil Mack in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
3rd and long, it's Wilson. He'll get that complete to Parkinson. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Carson. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Carson again. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. There's Wilson to throw.
zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Will Dissly there to make the grab. And the Seahawks get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that will cut this lead down to 25. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer in the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And some room to maneuver. There he goes, right side. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. 60 yards. And the Bears add on. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and, oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Patrick. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is picked up by the Bears.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Oh, what a move. And he's got room. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there. 50 yards. And the Bears capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. Santos with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And at this point, maybe you say, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division, but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion. 7 yards, the pickup there. Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson, and he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Now Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. 2nd and 10. back to throw again.
Looks for Lockett once more. This time he's got it.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Again, Wilson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Now they try the right side here. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line. Yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Now the point after try for Santos. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
The ball comes out.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
And the Bears will fight on another week as we say so long, everybody.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL.